What's up? It's Hansel Duran with the Pompano Pulse. And for today's Sunday night spotlight, I'm going to be coming at you with 3 local stories that are making waves here in South Florida. Let's get into it. So this first story is Island Water Sports, also known as IWS, for those who know, is expanding to Pompano Beach, Florida. Yup, you heard it. Their most popular store is probably in Deerfield Beach. I grew up here in South Florida, and what I remember the most about IWS is when they used to release the Nike SBs. This was in the 2008 time, 2007, and then by 2010 it kind of phased out. But IWS used to release these shoes. And mind you, these shoes would release at retail price for $100. Then within a few days, a few weeks, they would be worth like $300, and now they're worth thousands of dollars. So that's how I personally remember them, but let me go ahead and jump into this story. Island Water Sports was interviewed by Tiffany Montgomery, a journalist, and one of the main questions she asked was, why were you guys interested in adding another store, especially given the uncertain economic environment? And one of the siblings, there's 3 siblings, Shane, Carly, and Lindsay, that operate Island Water Sports. And she responded, we weren't actively looking to open a new store. However, we're always looking for a good opportunity. We've been keeping an eye on this area for a long time. The next 12 to 18 months might get interesting with the economy, but the last 24 months have already been interesting in the surf industry. If you are from this area, you can probably guess where this store is going to be. As soon as I seen this article, I thought, where would this be? I didn't have to think for long because I remember also reading that the store Salt Life had recently closed. And where Salt Life? Exactly where any kind of surf brand would want to be, and that's near the Pompano Beach Pier, which has been getting a complete makeover. In this article, they didn't say exactly where that this store is going to be, but there are clues. For example, right on here, the window, it says 3405. Then I did a little bit of research. So if we go on Google Earth and we put 3405, Pier Street, we see Salt Life Retail. So Google hasn't updated it yet. But this is right here by the beach, Pompano Beach Pier. There's a new parking lot here. There's a ton of restaurants, ice cream, shops. So you can get some clothing. There's some really nice hotels, as you can see right here. These are condominiums that people live at on both sides, but in between we have a hotel. We have some storefronts here, a nice Mexican restaurant. We have Pompano Beach House. It's a restaurant, obviously on the beach. The ice cream parlors right over here on the corner. A few other nice places to go to any time of the day. In the evening, it's nice. You can walk and have dinner and then go get dessert. I've been there. I continue to go there. It's a nice place to hang out. But if we zoom in, we'll see Salt Life was here. So it looks like a perfect place for Island Water Sports to take over. There's 3405 right there on the window. And let's go back to the article. Yep. So there, I had to put my FBI hat on, but now you guys know, you heard it first from me. Remember that. 3405 right there. It used to be Salt Life, and Island Water Sports is taking it over. It seems that they are predicting that things are getting kind of a bit shaky, but they have made it clear that they're playing the long game. So they're prepared for things to get a little bit shaky, as it did in the past. They said right here in the article, I remember 2006 to 2008 being really hard. Then once the bottom fell out during the global financial crisis, the worst was already behind us. Overall, we're playing the long game. It's an A-plus location. And with the hotels and development in that area, we didn't want to pass it up. So if you're into surfing, skateboarding, like I was when I was a kid, or just the coastal vibe of high quality clothing, then this is a big one for you. Story number 2. Bain Capital and Blue Water Marinas buying Boathouse Marine Center. Now, what does this mean to you? This is a huge indicator of Pompano's waterfront appeal and it being a boating destination across the world. With strong financial backing, expect upgrades, improved service offerings, and possibly increased property values in the surrounding areas, especially if they're waterfront, and probably even if they aren't waterfront, because they're really going to need this marine center if they can't store their boats in their backyard. So my take on this is big money moves like this don't happen by accident. They obviously see the long-term play, just like IWS, in Pompano Beach's real estate and in their waterfront. So whether you're into boating or real estate, this is something that you got to keep your eye on. All right, so let's move into the third and last story of tonight. South Florida Brewery adds in-house restaurant with help from a Miami comfort food icon. So if these guys don't look familiar to you, if this shirt here doesn't look familiar to you, then let me introduce you guys. Right here is Pompano Beach's 26 Degree Brewing Company. I drive by this place all the time when I'm going to the beach. It's on Atlantic. It's a pretty nice looking black building. And when I was actually driving by yesterday going to the beach, I noticed that they had a little banner there that said restaurant open. And I'm like, I don't remember that being there before. And then of course, here comes this article to explain why that banner's there. I apologize in advance if I mispronounce any of these words wrong or these people's names wrong, but I'm going to go ahead and read this to you guys. And of course, I'll drop the links down below for you guys to refer to. But the restaurateur, Danny Surfer from locally beloved Blue Collar and Michelin recommended Mignonette, is the unlikely force behind the new 26 Degree Brewery and Kitchen, which soft opened April 17th. Months ahead of 26 Degrees' 10th birthday in September. That's a long time for a business to stay open like that. Thrive, not only stay open, but they're continuing to grow. So that's a huge sign and a huge win for Pompano Beach. So why this Michelin recommended consultant and this low-key brewery in North Broward came together to open up this kitchen is pretty much a rekindling of a friendship, according to the article, that these two were actually friends in middle school. Then their kids became super tight and the friendship rekindled. And then, boom, now we have this amazing restaurant that I have not tasted yet, but I hope you guys invite me and let me taste everything there. That would be amazing. I do look forward to testing it out, but if you guys want to send me a personal invite, hey, I'd be honored. So this type of crossover is going to be golden. They already served good beer, according to what they say. I don't personally drink beer, but everyone knows them for having good beer. I don't think that you could be in business for 10 years with bad beer as a brewery. And now they're going to have delicious food. So I'm very happy for their success. I'm very happy for them coming together to put this together for the city of Pompano Beach. It's quite amazing. I expect this restaurant to stay pretty busy. So that's it for today's Sunday Spotlight on the Pompano Pulse. If you like this roundup, hit the like, subscribe, share this with a local, and come back tomorrow for another quick update. If you got a Pompano tip or story, go ahead and tag me in it, or share it with me, DM it, whatever it is, just get it to me, and I just might share it in the next one. Until then, you guys take care.